What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we need to discuss about how we were all so wrong. How were we all so wrong and didn't realize it until now? So, thanks to some testing from some people in the community, GDP found it originally. We discovered that the pets like the phoenix right here, who have a burn dot attached to them, the wolf, who has a bleed dot, and the snake, who has its own poison dot, all of them do not actually count as the debuff. So what am I talking about? Normally when you have a pet like the phoenix right here, so just reading through, increases 4 random allies by 80% bonus damage against burning targets. And guess what? It deals a burning dot for 3 rounds, which in reality only lasts for 1. You guys know that by now. But yeah, we found out and we confirmed with the developers that this burn that the bird actually leaves, the phoenix, does not count as the dot. It does not count as a burning target. And the same thing happens with the wolf and the snake. We did not realize that, and yeah, we all have egg on our face now. So you need and are required to run a hero that either has a burn for the phoenix, a bleed for the wolf, or a poison for the snake to actually get this 80% bonus damage that stacks. We never knew that. We had inklings because you guys know the Delacium army, the second you drop a Sigmund or a Deathsworn, running a dragon is actually better damage output than the Phoenix, and that explains a lot of it. Because in that army, you have no burn effect at that point. So, yeah, that's something very, very big, and it actually affects PvP quite a bit as well. So let's first jump in. Let me see if I can get a good example of it for you, and then we will talk about this effect on mainly PvP, but it does affect PvE as well. Alright guys, we are going to jump into Broken Spaces 1 with just a level 100 Amun-Ra. I think this will be good enough. I think she'll survive long enough to actually show what we are looking for. We're going to run this in 1x speed as well. So you'll notice here, it's going to take a little bit to get the energy up, but you'll notice her basic hits here. She's doing about 42,000 pretty regularly. We will have to get an active off. Perfect. And then here we go. We get the Phoenix burn on here. So they have the burn debuff. 42,000. She should be doing 80% more damage because that target was burning. Let's see if we can actually get it to line up once again. Ooh, we're actually going to get an active off this time. So it might not work for us. Let's speed this up, because you see the dot comes away, so we can't test it right there. Let's see if we can get one more. I think this next one's going to be perfect. Okay, so let's see. She's had a lot of buffs. 42,000 damage yet again. And that is over and over and over. By then, at that point in the fight, she should have, I think, 3 Phoenix buffs, which should be 240% more damage. But she was just hitting for the same amount every single fight. Every single fight. And that is proof right there that its own burn does not count as a burning enemy. So what does that mean for the average player? Is Phoenix someone that we rebirth? No, don't jump too far ahead of yourself. There are some PvP implications to this, but overall, the Phoenix is still going to be the best PvE pet as long as you have a burn hero like a Delacium. When you're going for an optimal setup where you have a Delacium army, then maybe not. I think I just said Delacium when I was talking about a burn hero. No, a Deathsworn. There we go. But yeah, so overall, everybody should still be building their Phoenix as their first pet, but you do need to have a burn hero on your team, even if it's just a Deathsworn. So this does have some implications on Sealand, because normally we say Phoenix is what you need for Sealand. Little did we know we were actually hurting ourselves. So there are some places Phoenix will still be the best pet. Number one is definitely Fortress with Penny. She hits that front target. The front target's damage is really the only one you care about because that's where you're critting on. So pretty sure Penny's is still good to go with the Phoenix. Abyss is still good because you should have burning dots from some hero for your Delacium, so that is good as well, unless you're doing it with a scary army, and then a different pet like a dragon would be better. And Foreshadow, because you have that Death Sworn leaving that burn the entire fight, so Horus does get benefit. But when we come to Dark, there is no burn hero. That means honestly, someone like a dragon would actually make your Dark Sealand much easier. Very similar with Forest, because Forest, you don't have a burn hero unless you have like a Valkyrie, but I don't even think that works right because it's only a 1-round burn. So, I mean, you probably should not be using the Phoenix. You should probably be using the Dragon. And the last one is, of course, the Light faction. We have no burn there either, unless you have like an E5 Michelle, because Michelle's active and resurrect gives a burn to someone on your team. But again, it's not going to be on all targets. So that is a very, very big thing when it comes to Sealand. The other implication now is PvP. Most people run the Phoenix with a very offensive team, if not a Dragon, mainly because you get these extra bonuses of 20% holy damage and 20% crit. But let's be honest, the Phoenix is not the best at doing this right here, because yes, you get some burning dots, you get some little heals, but in reality, the Sphinx is just a better version in reality. So just baseline, you will get lowering of armor by 37% and 37 speed for the enemies, while increasing your 4 allies 25% attack. That is huge. But you're saying, wait a minute, Phoenix has holy damage. Well, guess what? So does the Sphinx. The Sphinx has 20 holy damage and 10% precision. So you're trading 20% crit damage for 10% precision. You know, with how many Augustus Magic Balls are running out there, precision is not all that bad right now. So already that, in my eyes, makes the Sphinx a better pick for PvP over a Phoenix pet. But there's also another one out there that is really, really good, and that's actually the Apparition. So the Apparition does the same thing. You get 20% holy damage and 10% precision. Now, we did test this pet right here because this one has a freeze, a 36% chance to freeze up to 4 random enemies for 2 rounds, and then increases 4 of your allies by 120% of damage against frozen targets. Now, here's the thing. This is the difference. The pets that leave dots don't count as a burning, bleeding, or poison target, but the freeze from the Apparition pet does count as a frozen target for this 120% damage against frozen targets. So that could mean it's pretty good in PvP. I mean, I know a lot of people build this for their Mim Cheese teams, but this could actually be very, very good for your main lineup as well. Yeah, armor precision. No, we're not touching the stone golem. No. The only other pet you can consider right now as well is the Fox pet. The Fox has a chance to silence the enemies and restore energy to your own team while giving skill damage and precision. So another very offensive one. Skill damage versus holy damage. I think I'd take holy damage in PvP right now, but skill damage isn't bad. And then depending on how this energy lands on your team, that could be game changing. So I mean, I think I'm going to go over and make a tier list pretty soon on pets, especially with all the information that we know now. Of course, deer and dragon are still 2 of the very top pets. If you're looking for a sustained team, I mean, the deer is pretty good. If you're looking for very offense, the dragon is amazing because you get crit and crit damage while having a nice boost to 75% holy damage for 2 rounds on 4 of your allies, and has a chance to stun, and not many people have stun resistance right now. So yeah, I'm liking deer, I'm liking dragon. Honestly, it's really hard decision. I'd probably put Sphinx next, followed by Apparition, and then the Phoenix pet, followed by maybe the Fox, and then of course wrapping it out the other 3 unspeakables. So Yeah, definitely look forward to more. I wanted to make sure you guys knew about this. So if you are not running a burn hero on your team with the Phoenix, you are actually hurting yourself and not getting the damage bonus. So hopefully this kind of helps everybody. I know this is a little bit of a botched video tonight, but I wanted to get it out immediately. We will put an official guide together, most likely this weekend when I got a little more time, but hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Look forward to Fireball Friday tonight, and I'll see you guys next time.